Five scientific questions for Richard Dawkins and his fellow atheists. How could it be possible without a divine intervention we came into existence? I'm going to question straight. Number one, anthropic principle. Anthropic principle says that how could it is the odds against forming a life is it's like comparing to if you throw a trash from your trash can and automatically they become assembling by itself and become an aeroplane. That many odds against forming the life. Now, if you extend that, is forming a matter itself, it's a lot more complex than, lot more odds against than life. Tremendous amount of odds against forming the matter. The charge of an electron is at 27 decimal places has to be right, exactly right. Not even one place that's a small billionth of a charge is this way, that way. We would not have electron would not have formed. The matter would not have formed. That's a without intervention, without God's some kind of intervention. It's not cannot be fine tuned to that extent. Sorry. Second question, John's inequality, John's Bell inequality. It is in the, this is an example that I can give you very quickly. If you take a million people on an island, not all the people have the same amount of money. There's different people have a different money. That's a part of the nature. That's embedded in the nature. It's, can you expect, is it possible after 1 year, without any intervention of a government, without any intervention of outside laws, is it possible all of them end up with $100 exactly after 1 year? It is that is, you will not believe, you cannot, you don't think that it's possible for 1 million people to have the same amount of $100 after 1 year. That is, but according to John's inequality theorem, it is possible that all these people can have 100 million, $100, the same amount of. It's possible that kind of system can exist. The inequality is violated in the John's inequality. He proved John's inequality can be violation. That's why the quantum entanglement exists. So it's not that much of a. This is something that's not cannot possibly happen. It happened. There's only way you could say is without some intervention, all the people in the island cannot have $100 exactly, but it exactly has that. You believe that there is an outside intervention must be there to have $100. Same thing, same concept work in the quantum entanglement. So John's inequality, violation of John's inequality, violation of John's inequality is another proof of some kind of intervention possible. The third one is cause and effect. Cause and effect are not if you feel pain, if I kick you, I have to kick you first and I feel pain, not other way around. That's what is possible there's no way in the physics there's no discrimination between a cause and effect. In fact, in the quantum level, the cause and effect are interchangeable. It proved it is interchangeable. So it is one of the areas that only the observer has this fact of cause and effect. The observer feels that there's a law that's called cause and effect. Otherwise, there's nothing much assigned to the cause and effect. Now, the fourth one is the logic and reasoning. The Richard Dawkins talks about so much enemies of reason in his documentary. First of all, the guru, the author of the logic and reasoning, the master of logic and reasoning, his name is Kurt Gödel, Incompleteness Theorem. He himself believes logic and reasoning doesn't have that firm hold on the truth of the nature. There is so impossible to have axioms that cannot be proven within the system. That is the premises itself cannot be proven true or false. So the mathematics has no firm hold on the logic and reasoning itself. So that is a very big problem for Mr. Richard Dawkins. Number 5 is it is much more complex. This is going to be more headache to Richard Dawkins to explain how the entropy is orderliness of a system, the measurement of orderliness of a system, basically. But when you go back to the beginning of the universe, the one of the reasons he says cellular the biology evolves from simple to complex mechanisms. But in the entropy is very strange. Very orderly world, extremely orderly world became chaotic. That's what the entropy says. But there was a bigger problem than that. When you go back towards the beginning of the universe, the entropy is so low that the scientists don't know why entropy became so low. That means what it means is something extraordinarily ordered. Somebody is holding extraordinary powers to hold. That's intervention, outside intervention. Somebody holding artificially, putting an extraordinary amount of power to be in the order to that extreme low. It is not. There is no way. This is not just a. Is the way it happens in the nature. It's not. This is something that need to be explained. It is something without. It's very difficult to explain without some kind of outside force to contain that low level entropy levels. Thank you. If you can answer that, please. There is no God's denial, flatly denying the God's existence is a questionable way to the is. I mean, that means Richard Dawkins is stretching his is a logic and reasoning too much to that extent. Thank you so much.